These are my favorite videos, and I'm speaking from the heart right now. This is not bulleted. This isn't a script. I love making videos for advisors. It takes a little bit of pressure off. I feel like we're talking shop, and I could talk to financial advisors all day long. So in this quick video, I just want to ask you something, and I want you to just sit with it for just a second. And this is one of those questions based on maybe regret or something, but I heard this and it's such a good question. And I guess you can apply this to many things in life, but since we're talking to advisors, so what I'm talking to here is folks that have been at the same firm for a long time and they're just complacent. And I guess that's okay if you're okay with that. But my question for you would be, what happened to the advisor that you were going to be? So when I started in this business, probably like you had a picture in your head. You were going to put in your time, pay your dues, survive the hard years, and then stuff would just start coming in, right? Production, whatever you want to call it, clients, success. You earned it. You survived. Now it just flows. That was the plan. And for me, then I looked around, and then I saw advisors with the nice cars, who made jokes about never working. We all know those folks. They don't work, right? They golfed all the time, whatever they were doing. And I thought, wow, that is where I'm headed. That's the finish line. Okay. Then I saw other ones. I saw the people 25, 35, 40 years in still grinding. They're up early. They're on the phone. They're pushing, hustling, never stopping. Part of me respected that, but here's what I didn't see then that I can't unsee now, if I said that right. Both of those folks were stuck. We have like Mr. Complacent and then Ms. Grinded Out. Different styles, same ceiling, same firm, same limitations, and neither of them, it turns out, is who I actually wanted to be. And the moment I realized that, it felt like two things at once. It was liberating and it was scary. You know what I mean? Liberating because suddenly I could see something I couldn't before, and scary because once you see it, you can't unsee it. And here's what hit me the hardest. These folks had better options all along. Both of them, the whole time. They just never looked up long enough to find them. So let me ask you again, what happened to the advisor you were going to be? Not the one grinding it out at a firm that takes a huge percentage of what you've built. Not the one who gets comfortable and stopped asking questions. The one that you pictured when you started. Where did that person go? Because to me, I know this for myself. I don't think that person's gone. I think that they are just waiting. And they're waiting for you to get fed up, waiting for you to get tired enough, fed up enough, waiting for the moment that you finally decide this is not how I am spending the next 10 or 20 years. And I went through all this, I know, and that moment's different for everybody. Maybe it already happened. Maybe your firm doesn't have your back. I'm gonna give you a lot of maybes in a row right now. I'm just gonna riff this. Maybe your payout was reduced. Maybe they favored one advisor over another in a split case or something. Maybe your firm is merging with another firm and you just don't want to deal with it. And maybe you realize that the top producers at your firm are actually miserable. It's happening right now. So, and maybe that is why you're here watching this video. I don't know why, but when you're ready, and only when you're ready, just shoot me a text. I love talking about this stuff. 585-485-0947. And we could talk about all of those things if you'd like to. Make it a great day.
Content here is for illustrative purposes and general information only. It is not legal, tax, or individualized financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any specific security or engage in any specific trading strategy. All investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Results will vary. Past performance is no indication of future results or success. Market conditions change continuously. Information here is provided in part by third-party sources. These sources are generally deemed to be reliable. However, neither 6 Point Financial Partners, Private Client Services, nor RFG Advisory guarantee the accuracy of third-party sources. The views expressed here are those of 6 Point Financial Partners. partners. They do not necessarily represent those of Private Client Services, RFG Advisory, their employees, or their clients. This commentary should not be regarded as a description of advisory services provided by 6 Point Financial Partners or RFG Advisory, or performance returns of any client. The views reflected in the commentary are subject to change at any time without notice. Securities offered by registered representatives through Private Client Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered by investment advisory representatives of RFG Advisory LLC, RFG Advisory, or RFG. A registered investment advisor. Private Client Services, 6 Point Financial Partners, and RFG Advisory are unaffiliated entities. Advisory services are only offered to clients or prospective clients where RFG Advisory and its representatives are properly licensed or exempt from licensure. No advisory services may be rendered by RFG Advisory unless a client agreement is in place.